Welcome to Just Upright. My name is Doc Jing Ruder. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and I'm your foreign educated physical therapist guide to US application. I hope you guys are doing great. So, in the light of the upcoming NPTE, so there's an NPTE this July, and I wish all the NPTE takers the very best. Okay, so I always told my students when I was still teaching as a review lecturer, a few months of sacrifice is worth a lifetime of license, unless, of course, you do something illegal and your license will be taken away from you. But if you are good and professional, you can keep your license for the rest of your working life. Okay, so you just really need to work hard to understand how NPTE asks question and how to answer it. Okay, so I'm just going to share with you guys what I found online from FSBPT about the content. Okay, so this is the updated for this year 2024, the breakdown of the content per subjects. So the breakdown of the questions per body system. Okay, we're going to look into it so that you will be guided well where to focus on. So if you are, for example, enrolled on a NPTE prep course or program, you might already encounter this emphasis on this specific topics. Okay, if not, then if you're doing a self-study, then this is a good reminder for you where to focus on in order for you to pass your National Physical Therapy examination. Okay, so that is coming right up. Okay, guys, so what you do is you just Google, NPT 2024 update, and then click on the one from FSBPT. Okay, so that is an official website, fsbpt.org. It will take you to this. Okay, it's like a PDF file. The NPTE PT test content outline effective January 2024. Okay. So if you read this test is designed to measure whether an examinee has the knowledge required of entry-level physical therapist practitioners. The focus is on the clinical application. So in the Philippines, we have APK, med-surg, and physical therapy application. So anatomy, physiology, kinesiology, medical surgical science, medical and surgical conditions, and the PT application. Okay, so I feel like the NPTE is all application, clinical application. It's analytical thinking. Okay, the focus is on clinical application of knowledge, concepts, and principles necessary for the provision of safe and effective patient care. Provision of safe patient care includes consideration of current best evidence from clinically relevant research regarding the safety and efficacy of therapeutic, rehabilitative, and preventative physical therapy services. Okay, so as you can see, this is the breakdown. Okay, I will make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so as you can see here, so they have, this is the body system. They have the physical therapy examination part, the foundations for evaluation, differential diagnosis, and prognosis here, interventions, and then the total per system. Okay, so the top three systems that you have to focus on if you're going to take the NPTE. The first one is musculoskeletal system. That is no-brainer because, as a physical therapist, they really drilled on us, the anatomy, the physiology, the kinesiology of the how muscles move, how they function, origin, insertion, innervation, etc. Okay, so it's no brainer that the musculoskeletal system, you have to master that, guys. That is the heaviest content for the NPTE. As you can see, for physical therapy examination part is 14 to 18. It's like the assessment part. Okay, the foundations, meaning the foundation for evaluation. So, meaning your knowledge about the anatomy, your knowledge about the kinesiology, your knowledge about the physiology. The differential diagnosis and prognosis is 15 to 18 questions. Okay, interventions is 15 to 18. So the total questions coming from musculoskeletal system alone is 44 to 54. Okay, so that means if that is your weakness, you really have to work hard to focus on the musculoskeletal system. Okay, the second highest system that they give questions about is the neuromuscular or the nervous systems. Okay, so the physical therapy examination part is 13 to 16. The foundations for evaluation, differential diagnosis, prognosis 13 to 16, interventions 13 to 16, a total of 39 to 48. Okay, so that's the second heaviest. The third heaviest subject or system is the cardiovascular and pulmonary system. So 7 to 8, 7 to 9, 8 to 10, total of 22 through to 27. Okay, so these are the top three heaviest systems that you have to focus on. So the fourth one is system interaction, 8 to 10. And then the fifth one is integumentary system. That's the fifth one. Okay. The other ones are minor questions, but still important for you to answer because they're part of NPTE and you want to get the highest score that you can and make sure you pass at least the minimum requirement. Okay. So the other systems involve our metabolic endocrine system, the GI system, the genitourinary system, lymphatic systems. Okay, so these are the body systems, okay, that are included in the NPTE. The non-system, okay, the non-system are equipment, devices, and technologies, 5 to 6 questions. Therapeutic modalities, 4 to 6 questions. Safety and protection, 5 to 7 questions. Professional responsibilities, 4 to 5 questions. And research and evidence-based practice, 3 to 5 questions. So the total questions for NPTE is 180 questions. Okay? Okay, so guys, it can be very confusing. But the passing score for NPTE, they say if you Google it, research it, and you go to fsbpt.org, is at least 600 over 800. Okay, so so you have 180 questions, but it doesn't mean each question is 1 point. So there are different questions, and they put a designated point per question. It doesn't necessarily mean one question is just 1 point each. Okay, it can be 2 points, it can be 3 points. You know, we do not know which question is heavier than the other, so you really have to do your best per question to answer it correctly as much as possible. Okay, so the total question is 180. Okay, but the passing score at least 600. Okay, so if you have 600 and above, then you pass. And if you have below 600, then you fail. Okay, so when you receive your NPTE, it's usually the percentage. And you know, online you can check first whether you pass or fail. Okay, and then eventually they will give you the result with the percentage. Okay, so here in the US, you know, when you apply for a job, they won't ask what percentage, okay, of NPTE you had, okay? The most important thing is you pass, okay? So aim for a passing score, but of course do your best to get the highest score that you can so that you do not need to repeat the entire process all over again, Okay, because for foreign educated physical therapists like me, like you, it's very hard for us to get to take the NPTE, retake the NPTE. It's very expensive, it's exhausting, it's traumatic. You know, you have to go get another tourist visa. You have to book a flight. How many thousands of dollars is the flight going to Guam, or if you want to go here to mainland US, you have to pay for the hotel. It's good if you have, you know, a relative you can stay with while you're going to take your NPT. If not, then you have to pay for hotel and your pocket money, and then, you know, with all the expenses you already incurred for credentialing, you know, for application to the state, it's just so much pressure. Okay, so I always told my students before, do not underestimate the NPTE. You have to prepare, if not prepare, overly prepared, uh, to actually pass the NPTE. Okay, so if, for example, you are a physical therapist, you graduated years ago, but you want to go back and practice your physical therapy, okay, and you really do not know what's the latest development in the physical therapy world. You've been away from the profession, or you're working outside the US as a physical therapist, and you have no idea about the approach of NPTE. I highly suggest that you enroll. Okay, like in the Philippines, we have SLRC. Okay, so I used to teach there. Surgeral is the best. So if you are in the US, you know, there are so many online programs. There's Final Frontier, there's NPTE Hustle. So there are many good programs online that you can join and do your best to absorb what's being taught to you, and what to focus on. Remember those topics, and always make sure that you are really doing 100% of your effort just to pass the NPTE the first time or the next time that you take it, because it's really hard. It's a really hard exam, especially for foreign educated physical therapists, because the approach of I speak for myself, the approach of Philippine board examination during my time is totally different than the approach of NPTE. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you pass the local examination that you will automatically pass the NPTE. Okay, so it's a very daunting task. It is difficult to pass, but it is not impossible, especially when you really prepared, when you study. I have a video. I will put the link down here, up here, of the NPTE materials, latest materials that are highly recommended by colleagues teaching in school here in the US, that you can use to prepare and pass the NPTE. I also will put the link down below of the information about the NPTE prep courses that you can join online with discounts. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you have other tips to other foreign educated physical therapists taking the NPTE, please put your comment down below. That will encourage them. If you have any other experience for successfully taking the NPTE, let us know. And also, please again subscribe to this channel. It will really help me reach as many foreign educated physical therapists around the world to successfully pass NPTE, work here in the US as a physical therapist. Like and share this video. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Until the next video, stay blessed.